everyone, it's Steve. I'm doing good and I hope you are too. It's a beautiful day today. We're going to do some tent testing. Today we have the Naturehike Mongar 2-person tent. There's a lot of differing information on the 3 types of colored tents. I have the gray tent. Let's see if what I have matches up with what they're telling me. First of all, I did some weight testing on my scale. This tent itself, wrapped up with the poles inside and the stakes, is 4.4 pounds. The ground sheet by itself is a little over half a pound, 0.8 pounds. So the information is correct on the pack weight on this. It's a little over 5 pounds. However, they said the tent itself was 4.73 pounds, but actually came out to 4.4 pounds. The dimensions, 19 by 5 something, are exactly correct. Okay, we have the footprint, the bag for the footprint, the stakes, the poles, the body of the tent, and the rain fly. The bag for the tent and the strap that goes around the main bag. Don't lose this, I've done that before. We're going to go ahead and stake out the footprint because it is a little breezy today and I'm going to leave this tent up overnight. I've lined the body up with the footprint. I do like to stake out the footprint by itself first because sometimes it allows for a tighter pitch, more taut. That's a good looking inner if I do say so myself. It's kind of stealthy without the rain fly off. I'm liking it. What I don't like is my neighbor making a bunch of noise doing his yard, but to his defense, it's supposed to rain a lot this weekend, so he's getting it in while he can, so I don't blame him. Now, to do some measurements. I'm getting 82 inches long, 53 inches wide, which is excellent, and 41 inches tall. I may be mistaken, but I thought they said 43 tall, but I'll double check. So that's pretty much spot on. And check out these zippers. These zippers are smooth as glass. Wonderful. I've got the rain fly on correctly. What you got to do first, so I put it on backwards the first time, and I didn't notice because I didn't look at directions. I'm just doing this on my own out of the back, but you have to attach this cross piece to this metal loop here on either side. We have the buckles at the 4 corners, and they are adjustable. That's the rain fly right to the body of the tent. I did notice there's some tie downs on the poles. After I pitch this and see how taut it is, I will deem if it's necessary for me to use those. As you can see, I've managed a pretty taut pitch for my first time without instruction, so I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and put it on this and show you some things up closer before we wrap things up. There's a few things I wanted to point out here. These clips work fine, but they're small. They're a lot smaller than what I'm used to on my Cloud 1 and my Tigress 1, excuse me, tents. But I mean, it looks like they're going to work out fine. This here is not the greatest setup because the only way to adjust this is to move the stake back and forth, because this nylon or polyester, I'm not sure which it is, that's going to stretch. I think it's nylon. Another thing I wanted to show you is while I was setting up, Amazon showed up and I also ordered these clips. These are the big ones that I'm going to use for tarps. The smaller ones are coming with the smaller clip that tightens down and the smaller rubber band, but these are really handy. Don't put it right on the fabric, put it on the seam there, and it pulls that out nice for gaps in your tent for your pitch that are going to get looser, and that's going to keep your fly off the wall and condensation down. So let's go inside here. These zippers are tremendous. One thing that had me baffled is what that loop is for right there. When I first put on the rainfly, I thought it was upside down and that was the guy point to guy out, but that's not the case. So if anyone has any idea what that's for, please let me know. And nice and roomy in here. We got this top pocket, which is just excellent. So much room on the top there for stuff. And the lantern hook. There's a pocket down here. The vestibule, since there's two doors on this tent, most of the time I will just be using one door. So when you stake down both of these, the rainfly there, that's a good size vestibule. Plenty of room for a pack, boots. You can even cook out there when it's raining. So the only time I'll use these two doors is if I have a companion, either a female companion or a child that I'm taking camping. So that's why it's nice to have a roomy tent. So I'm in business. So this looks pretty good. Really good. So that's my video. I just went by the seat of my pants here. I didn't plan nothing out, but it wasn't a bad setup. A few things tripped me up. Those ties that you need to tie onto the pole, I don't know if those are necessary. I'll find out, because this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, thunderstorms in this area, up to, they say, 3 to 5 inches of rain the next 3 days. I'm going to leave this tent up for at least a day and see how it works out. But I managed to achieve a taut pitch without tying those thin ropes to those poles. I'm not sure that would do anything different. If you disagree with me, you can let me know. Good afternoon, Steve here. I'm doing good and I hope you are too. Today it's been raining all day. I just got home from work. It's about 4 p.m. Moderate to borderline heavy rain most of the day. We have a period where it quits, so I would estimate we got between a half an inch and an inch of rain, judging by the puddles and stuff on the ground as I rode my bike home. So we got a good rain for my waterproof test on the Naturehike Mongar 2. So let's take a look. The pitch looks great. The fly has not stretched out all that much. I did a good job staking it down. I used these little clips to fill in the gaps there that I got off Amazon. Clip right to the seam with that rubber band, and it's worked like a champ. So winds are from the south-southeast from about 20 to 25 miles per hour, and that is facing this way, and everything looks in good shape. The tent is still wet. Let's go in. Now every time I do this, I get water from the vestibule rain fly as I'm going in. So let's take a look. Everything looks great. 100% dry, except for a couple drops coming in to be expected. I forgot to mention this nice pouch that hangs up by the hook for the lantern. Lots of storage space there and the 2 pockets. So I can attest this tent is 100% waterproof. Okay, we have a break in the action, but thunderstorms are predicted for tonight, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this tent up to see if it can take another assault. Plus tomorrow it's gonna clear up during the day and get warm, and this tent will dry out and I can pack it up. But guess what? I got another tent that arrived, a 1-person tent that I will take bike packing. This is a bigger tent. I would not take bike packing for mileage trips. This is more of a luxury tent to me, a 2-person tent, but the trips I have in mind are 30, 40, 50, 60 miles one way, so I have to keep weight down. This tent is not all that heavy. It's 5 pounds, but you pay for the extra space and the comfort. The tent I got also from Naturehike is about a 3-pounder, so perhaps I'll set that up tomorrow and we'll see how this works. So thank you all for joining me on this tent review. Like I said, Naturehike Mongar 2 performed like a champ. You can buy this tent with confidence. I'm going to put some link. I got it for $125, which is, I think they go for 160 or 170. So that was a great buy, and thank you for watching the channel. Please consider subscribing. If you're not subscribed now, I could really use your help, and I appreciate all the people that watch my videos and help me out, and look forward to seeing you on my next adventure. Have a good weekend.